Hi. This is meant to be your very first Pilates workout after having a baby. You want to wait about a month and you want to make sure that you've stopped bleeding and that you don't have any kind of aches and pains in your pelvis so that you're ready to now do a super simple core workout. One of the important things that you have already done before this workout is you've checked to see if you have diastases, where you have those abs that are split. If you do, make sure you keep your head down the whole time. If you don't, it's still great to do the workout with your head down, but you do have the option of lifting up into a crunch if you do not have that diastases. So you can always look up how to check for that on your own. But we'll begin with a band. You'll want to use one of these bands. And we'll tie the band around your waist to kind of help you engage your core. And it's just kind of a physical reminder of what you're trying to do. You're trying to pull everything in. So I'll turn this side and you can see you want to scoop the belly in as much as you can. Keep that belly nice and flat, pulling in and up, keeping those shoulders down. That's what we're doing as we kind of tie that band around and squeeze in. It's like you have a corset on, you're pulling everything in and up. So to warm up, we squeeze the belly in and up, squeeze those abs, shoulders down and back. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze even tighter. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze tighter, tighter. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze as much as you can. Think about that corset, being able to talk while you're squeezing those abs in. I have my abs in this whole time. And now release everything. Good. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, squeeze even more. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze even more. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze as tight as you can. Awesome. Keep everything nice and tight. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1 more just like that. So release it. Think nice and tall. Abs in tight. Pull that navel in and up. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze as tight as you can. Hold it nice and tight, tight, tight. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, release. All right, we do that same thing, but now on your back. So keep your feet nice and flat and down, and we're gonna squeeze those abs nice and deep. Pull that navel in and up, squeeze in, hold. Inhale, exhale, squeeze in deeper, hold. Inhale, exhale, squeeze in deeper, hold. Hold here, abs in tight for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Now we do that same thing with the heel drag. Drag just one heel across the ground. Squeeze, pull it in. Abs in tight, 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 tight. Squeeze, pull that leg in. That heel comes in. Good, release. And then extend. Pull, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. Drag that heel on that ground. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. Abs in tight. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. 2 more. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. And 1 more. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, pull. Drag that heel in. Awesome. Switch legs. Inhale as you release. Exhale, pull it in. Good. Inhale, release, extend the leg. Exhale, drag your heel back in. Inhale, release, extend the leg. Exhale, pull it back in. Abs in tight the whole time. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it in. Abs in tight, tight, tight. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it in. Keep everything tight. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it in. Abs in tight. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull. And last one. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it in. Good. Now keep both feet on the floor, and if you feel comfortable, we're going to drag out both heels at the same time. Okay? So you want to make sure those abs are tight. Do not arch your back. Squeeze everything tight first. Find that foundation, and then pull those heels out and squeeze it back in. Release. Extend. Pull. Squeeze it back in. Release, extend, pull, squeeze it back in. Release, extend, pull, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And you can do this without the band and just think of squeezing those abs in even deeper. You don't necessarily need the band to think of squeezing the abs in. It's just a physical reminder as to what you're trying to do into your belly right now. You're trying to put that corset on, tighten that corset, squeeze those abs in as deep as you can. Good, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. 1 more, inhale, exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Awesome, let's do it again, but 1 leg in tabletop. So we'll start on the same leg we did before. Extend the leg, and then squeeze those abs, drag the heel back in. Extend the leg, and then squeeze those abs, drag it back in. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pulling it in. 2 more, inhale, exhale, squeeze. And 1 more, inhale, exhale, squeeze. Awesome, switch legs. Drag that heel out, squeeze it back in. When you think of squeezing, that navel comes in and up, those abs are squeezing. Inhale, exhale. You're doing all this core work without crunches, right? We're trying to work that deeper abdominal, the transversus abdominis. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pull it back in. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pull it back in. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pull it back in. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. The last one, inhale, exhale, squeeze it in. Awesome. Now without the heel drag, bring both legs into tabletop. Okay, don't let your back arch, pull it in, and then extend 1 leg. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pull it in. Inhale, we're gonna switch legs this time, each time, squeeze, pull it in. So switch, exhale, in. Inhale, out, exhale, in. Inhale, out, exhale, in. Keep your head down. So it's just like single leg stretch, but we keep that head down. We're using the band just to remind us to squeeze those abs in. You don't have to use the band. You can keep your hands down by your side. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Drop that band. Just sway side to side in those knees. Lower halfway. Squeeze your obliques. Pull it back up. Pretend like there's a quarter in between your knees. You don't want to drop it. Keep the knees in the same plane. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pull it back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze, pull it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. And find that nice deep twist using those obliques as you lower. Good. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, pull it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. And it's all about keeping those abs in as tight as you can. It's all about keeping your head down and focusing on that abdominal contraction when you're pulling that navel in and up. You're engaging your transversus abdominis, not the rectus abdominis. When you lift up in a crunch, that's your rectus abdominis, your 6-pack. But when you're keeping your head down and you're working your core and thinking deeper, you're working that core set of muscles, the TA, which will help bring everything back to where it should be, help with any back pain, help everything after having a baby. Good. All right, now you can keep those legs bent if that's too much, or extend the legs. We draw circles on the ceiling in corkscrew. Circle down, around, and up, and then reverse. Circle down, around, and up, and then reverse. Circle down, around, and up. When the feet come close towards your head, that's when you reverse. Circle it around. Abs in nice and tight. Good. Circle it around. Think as deep as you possibly can. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Everything is in nice and deep. Inhale and exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Good. Now turn to your side. We'll get a little bit of lateral flexion. Again, that same theme of keeping everything down. I'm going to drop the band. We're not going to worry about that anymore. Let your head rest into your bicep, and we just lift the legs up and down. You can press into your hand if you feel like you need a little bit more cushion. It's okay if you want to come onto your bum a little bit, but I want to try and get that lateral flexion completely, like you have a pane of glass in front of you and in back of you. So you want to keep everything nice and flat, getting into those obliques, that lateral lift here. And then we add a windshield wiper onto this. We just reach. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can hear I have twin babies and you can hear them crying upstairs right now. 2, and last one. Good. Bringing it down, you're coming onto your belly now. All right. Before we switch sides, I want to do a little bit of a back extension. We're going to use our band again. You just have your hands face down. We lift up, bring those arms out, pull those shoulders down and back, and release. Now, if you're like me, you're probably nursing or a lot of things have changed. You're holding a baby a lot, and your shoulders tend to come forward. So it's really important to keep those shoulders down and back and to stretch it out. It's so important to work your core, and that's not just your abs. You work your back and find that back extension. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. 2 more. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Last one. Hold that lift. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Pull it out. Little pulses out, like you're hitchhiking your thumbs out towards the sides. We press out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, reach forward. Palms face down. We're going to shave the back of our heads with that band. Pull it back. Shave the back of your head. Pull everything back. Then reach up and down. Lift. Shave the back of your head. Reach it back out and bring it down. Lift. Shave the back of your head. Reach it back out and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now we swim. Drop your band. Right and left. Opposite arms, opposite legs. Just swim. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. It's the same pattern of breathing, of breath with the 100, but we're doing it in the swimming pattern. You're breathing, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Using this time to breathe deeply, getting as much oxygen in as you can. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Sit it back into child's pose. And then you're ready to switch to the other side to get those obliques. It's really important to work your obliques because when you have a baby and you're always holding that baby, especially as they get older, on one side, you tend to have imbalances in your body that are similar to scoliosis because you're always standing, propping one hip out, holding that baby on one side. And so it's important to work those obliques evenly. So you get both sides working both of them. Abs in as tight as you can. Good. Lifting up and down. And 3, and 2, and 1. Windshield wiper, reaching up and over. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. An extra one to be safe. All right, come onto your belly. Let's finish with some planks. Come into just a knee plank. Hold it here. If this is where you're at, that's great. You'll stay here. If this is where your strength's at, that's okay. Otherwise, let's come into a full plank. abs in, hold it here. Now, because I always get super bored with just regular planks, let's run. Tap one knee and then the other. Tap one knee and then the other. Not a real run, just a knee tap. Right and left for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and side to side, right and left. You can do this on your knees, right and left, right and left for 3 and 2 and 1. And now, just like how we started when you pulled those abs in, we're going to do that, but in a plank. I want you to think as if someone's punching you in the belly. You squeeze those abs in as tight as you can. Lift those hips up very slightly. Everything is super tight. And then release, okay? Inhale, go tighter. And then tighter. Abs in, abs in, abs in. I may not be able to see you working hard, but I know you are. And then release, because everything is deep and internal as you squeeze those abs in. Hold it in. Abs in tight, abs in tight, abs in tight, tight, tight for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring those knees down. Sit back into child's pose. And that is everything. Because if you just had a baby, you probably have kids screaming like mine are right now upstairs. And so I only have this much time to work out. And that's okay. Get that strength back. Do as much as you can. It takes time. Be patient with yourself. And that's everything, guys. Good. And I will post more postpartum videos, but this one is meant to be kind of your very, very first workout back. Good. And it's okay if things are not how they were when you started. My biggest piece of advice is I always tell people it's harder to go back. Your first workout back is always harder than your last workout when you were 9 months pregnant. It is harder to come back that first time. So congratulate yourself for trying this out today, and you will get there. You will be strong again, and I'll see you